Good afternoon, students. So, we'll start with chapter 4 of geography, minerals and power resources. So, this is the topic which we will start today. So, this chapter is in your book, it is separately given. Chapter 4 is mineral resource and chapter 5 is power resource. But we will read this chapter as per the NCERT. So in NCERT, chapter 4 is given as minerals and power resource. Both is together in one chapter. So we will do this as per the NCERT book. So you read both the chapters so that you can understand this chapter properly. Okay. So this is the introduction chapter, introduction part. So in introduction, basically, we will understand the heading first. So understanding heading means we need to understand what is minerals and what is power resource. Right? What are resources, power resources. So here we need to understand minerals first. Okay, what is mineral? So naturally occurring substance that has a definite chemical composition. Okay. Now next is power resource. So what is power resource? Resources that is minerals which provide us energy to perform various activities. So here we have mineral and power resource. So first we will understand what is mineral. So if you see, mineral is a naturally occurring substance. That means it occurs naturally. It is made naturally. It is not a man-made thing. Okay, it occurs naturally. It is a substance which is made naturally. Okay, and it has a definite chemical composition. Okay. A definite chemical composition is there, and on the basis of this composition only, this chemical composition only, we can differentiate and we can identify the minerals. Like some minerals will have different kind of, like all the minerals will have different kind of chemical composition, right? And that is why they are different. Yes. So the same way with the chemical composition only, we can recognize, we can identify the minerals and we can differentiate the minerals. Understood? If it is limestone will have a different type of chemical composition. Different chemical compositions will be there, right? If you talk about gold will have different kind of chemical composition, right? If you talk about iron will have different kind of composition, right? Different chemicals will be there in that. Right? It is made of different chemicals. A limestone is made of different chemicals. Right? So like this, if you see, all the minerals have a definite composition. On the basis of that, you can identify and you can differentiate the minerals. Understood? So mineral is a naturally occurring substance. That means we human beings do not make that. It naturally occurs, and also it is a substance. Okay, and it has a definite chemical composition. On the basis of the chemical composition, you can differentiate and you can identify the minerals. Fine. Now power resources. Here if you see resources, which can be minerals also, which provide us energy to perform various activities. Here if you see, okay, I am giving one example. I am teaching here, right? I am in the classroom, I am teaching you. You are sitting at home, you are being taught by me. Yes. Now, what is there? I am teaching you through my laptop. You are also studying through mobile phone or laptop, whatever you have. Yes. Now, what is being used for both? What are we basically using? We need electricity. Without electricity, laptop will not work, your phone will not work, right? So, electricity is the power resource which we both are using, right, to perform this activity, teaching learning process. Yes, the same way, if you see, if coal is there, when you burn coal to cook food, okay, when you burn coal to cook food, so coal is the resource, power resource, right, which is helping you to provide energy and to perform various activities. Yes, so like that if you see, power resources are the resources which is minerals also, like if you use coal, yes, which provide us energy to perform various activities. Like when you burn coal, you will get the heat to cook food, right? So like this, the power resources are the minerals, resources which provide you energy to perform various activities. I hope you would have understood minerals and power resources. Okay, now there are different classifications of minerals that we will understand. Okay. So this is different classification of minerals. So if you see, mineral is not evenly distributed. That, like if you see, you can find iron ores in Chotanagpur Plateau, but it is not that wherever you dig, you will find the minerals, right? It is not like that, and it is not that everywhere you will get the minerals. Somewhere, at some places we get gold, gold, at some places we get silver, some places we get iron ores. So if you see, and there are some places where we do not get any mineral. Okay, so minerals are not evenly distributed. Okay, now next is geological environments under varying conditions. So if you see these the minerals, they develop under varying conditions. Some minerals they develop in extreme heat, some in moisture, some needs less heat, some are like that. If you see, the geological environment is different, the condition is different in which they develop, and that is why they are different also, right? They get different kind of environment to develop, and in different environment, if you see, different type of minerals are developed. Okay, now identify on various bases like color, density, hardness. So here if you see, let me give one example to you. Like if you are in class and I ask you which is the best student in studies, who is the best in studies, so your answer will be different. When I ask who is best in art and craft, then you will have a different answer. Yes. Then I ask who is good in sports. For that also you may have different answer. So like when we take different criteria, different basis for identification, so our answer also changes. The same way these minerals are also identified on different basis, like color, on the basis of density, on the basis of hardness. So there are different characteristics on which these minerals are identified. Understood? Now we have types of mineral. Okay. So in this, mineral is divided into two parts. Okay. One is metallic and non-metallic. Okay. So here if you see, this metallic is further divided into two more branches. That is ferrous and non-ferrous. So now we will understand this. Okay. So if you see, now metallic means the minerals which has metal in that. Metal is a substance. So the minerals which has metal in that, they are called metallic. Now there are some minerals which do not have metals. Okay, which do not contain metal in that. So those are called non-metallic. Understood? It is very simple. The substances, the minerals which contain metal are called metallic. The substances which do not contain metal, they are called non-metallic. Now this metallic is further divided into two parts, ferrous and non-ferrous. Now what is this ferrous and non-ferrous? So if you see, ferrous is which contain iron. Which contain iron. That means iron content is there. which contain the metals which contain iron are called ferrous. For example, if you see iron ore and manganese. So this iron ore and manganese, they contain iron in that. Okay, so that is why they are ferrous mineral. Okay. Now non-ferrous mineral is they does not contain iron. Understood? Now for example, if you see gold and silver. Gold is also a mineral, silver is also a mineral, but gold and silver do not have iron. Understood? So here you can see the mineral is divided into two parts, metallic and non-metallic. Now in this if you see, metallic is further divided into two branches. Now metallic minerals are the minerals which do not contain metal. Which contain metal. And non-metallic is which do not contain metal. So this metallic is further divided into two more branches, ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous is which contain iron. So in that you have iron ore, manganese. They contain iron. Now there are some minerals which do not contain iron. They are metallic but they do not contain iron. Okay. So in that gold and silver, they are minerals. They contain metal. Because they are metallic, they contain metal but they do not contain iron. Understood? Now we'll move ahead. Now next is extraction of minerals. So here you have extraction of minerals. So in this, you see, this is, we have three ways. So in this we have mining, then we have drilling, then we have quarrying. Okay. So extraction of mineral means to extract the minerals. Minerals are they are formed in the soil, right? On the ground, in the soil. So we need to extract those minerals for use, right? So there are three ways to extract: mining, drilling and quarrying. So we will understand this all, okay? Now in mining also there are two types of mining. One is open cast mining. Open cast mining. And second is shafts. Okay. So in this what happened in open cast mining, let's understand here. Okay, this is the surface of the soil. Okay, this is the surface of the soil. Suppose you have the minerals here. Okay, near to the surface. This is near to the surface. That means not in very depth. They are having shallow depth. They are in the shallow depth. Okay. They are not very deep. They are in the shallow depth. So what people will do? You will dig like this, dig, and you will make a pit like this. Okay. You will make pit. Okay. You will create a pit. And you will extract the minerals. Yes, if it is not on the shallow depth, it is not very deep, it is near to the surface, what you can do? You can create a pit by digging. You can dig it and create a pit, and then you can extract the minerals. This is called open cast mining. This is called open cast mining. Understood? Now next one. Suppose this is on when this mineral is in depth. If it is very deep, okay. Suppose this mineral is on. This is the surface and mineral is here. You have mineral here. So digging this much will take a lot of time and it will be expensive too. Labor cost will be there. Whatever machines you will use for digging, that will be there, right? So it will become very expensive and very time taking to dig all this, right? When it is in deep. So what people do, they make a shaft here. They will make a shaft here. Bore. That is called bore. Okay. They will make a shaft or bore. Now like this, they will put a lift. They will put a lift like this. Okay. Now they will like this. Yes. Like this, they will make a tunnel. They will make a tunnel like this. Understood? Now a person will come through lift and they will extract this mine. Okay? They will extract this mine and they will again come back through lift. Understood? This is called shafts. Understood? So basically shafts are there when they need to extract the minerals from very deep. Okay, then they need to make shaft. They make a shaft here, then they will make a bore here. Okay, they will put a lift, and after that they will make a tunnel here. Through this tunnel they will extract this, and through lift they will take it down. Quite. So here what you can see that they will make a shaft or bore, they will place a lift, then they will dig a tunnel, they will make a tunnel, and through lift the person will come, they will extract the minerals, and again they will through lift they will come back on the surface. So this is shaft. Okay. So open cast mining and shaft you would have understood. So this is done basically for the minerals which is under the surface. Now you have drilling. So in drilling what happens? This drilling is basically done in the ocean or sea to extract petroleum, natural gas, oil. So to extract all this, drilling is done in the ocean or sea. Understood? So if this is the ocean, so if here petroleum is there, so they will drill here. They will put like this and they will drill it here. Here some plants will be there to store this. Okay. So here they will do drilling and they will extract petroleum and natural gas. So drilling is basically done in the ocean or sea to extract petroleum and natural gas. Now the next is quarrying. So what is quarrying? See, quarrying is some minerals like limestone. Some minerals like limestone, here suppose many rocks and all are there. So some minerals like limestone are found in here only, on the surface only. Understood? So they need to just, these are found on the surface. quarry. Okay. Now if you see mining, mining is basically done for the minerals which are under the surface. Okay, which is below the surface. Drilling is basically done in the ocean or sea to extract petroleum, natural gas, oil. Understood? So this is difference between mining, drilling and quarry. I hope you would have understood the topic, and thank you everyone for today.